My family struggled with drug addictions. You know, I grew up not knowing my father.
He didn't come from much, so when he did make the Eskimos and was playing professional football, he was in his glory.
It's kind of shocking to know what he actually went through. It motivates me to hear him.
J.R. Larose was 21 years old when he made his personal dream team. Edmonton was his hometown, and the Eskimos signed the safety as a junior in 2005.
I grew up being very poor, so you know, I'd sneak into some of the games if I wasn't able to get tickets in the fourth quarter. I'd always dreamed of running out of the igloo, and to be able to do that in 2005 was just amazing.
JR came in Edmonton 05, a raw rookie, playing junior football, and he had a different confidence to him than most young guys I see.
Oh, what a hit!
He was the future. He was the up-and-coming guy coming out of Edmonton, and that was the big talk.
Half of Nigerian ancestry and half Cree, JR's early success made him a role model for Aboriginal youth, and he took the job seriously, setting up after-school programs aimed at keeping kids out of trouble.
I wanted to really reach out and let these kids know that there's a better future for them. By hearing my story, knowing some of the things that I'd went through, you know, with hard work, anything's possible.
Despite his good intentions, JR could not avoid the pitfalls the spotlight can bring.
It went to his head. It definitely did.
There were times I felt like God put me here to humble him.
In 2006, after my first full season of playing, I got a new vehicle, and the guys were some of the older guys were ragging on me a little bit and giving me a hard time.
JR learned that lesson the hard way. He believed the hype. He thought he was invincible and that the regular rules didn't apply.
The easy distractions, you know, the partying and all that just kind of invited me in type thing. I allowed myself to be influenced by that kind of stuff. And going into my 2007 season, I didn't really train as hard as I once did. And because of that, it showed. My play fell off.
He lost the starting job, but a much greater loss lay ahead.
To be honest, there are no answers. I mean,
in June of 2008, a fishing trip ended in tragedy. Hunor Larose, the 5-year-old son of JR's cousin, drowned along with his father and a family friend.
It really hit home because I have 2 little boys myself, and to just think of what my cousin had to go through is something that, you know, I'd never ever want to experience or have anybody experience.
They say that bad things come in threes. On October 4th, 2008, that couldn't have rung more true. It seemed like a harmless play. Larose was blocking on special teams. When an injury so grave occurred, a replay was not shown.
Oh yeah, oh it is. Oh, don't even show it, but oh.
The play had just ended. One of the guys was just running by. I don't know if he got pushed or whatever. Hit the side of my leg with his knee and snapped it.
Looking at his leg, I see the bone sticking out. And you know, the first thing in my mind was, you know, JR is gonna be all right. And he's looking at me, man, what are you talking about? Look at my leg.
I didn't feel any initial pain until I looked and I seen like my foot was just dangling. It was just hanging there. And I remember thinking, like, is this the last time, you know, I'm gonna play football? Is this it for me?
JR broke the tibia and fibula in his right leg. Doctors said he'd be out 3 to 6 months, but after surgery, things just didn't feel right.
I wasn't able to get full range of motion, and I wanted to get in and get the screws taken out earlier. The training staff had advised, you know, that, you know, we'll just let time go on and see if any progression, you know, comes along through that, and it didn't.
It took 2 more surgeries, a year and a half, before JR could think about coming back. When he wasn't ready for training camp in 2009, the Eskimos released him.
He always dreamed to have a long career with them, so that was a little, I think it was devastating for him.
I'd never been cut from anything before. You know, it made me realize that, you know, is this, you know, I'm human. I'm human, and, you know, to get back to where I want to be, I'm going to have to change all the habits that I was doing before.
I said, well, you just stay focused and work out hard, and you can make a comeback.
This year, JR attended 3 tryout camps. It was the Lions who finally signed him, the new JR Larose. No longer the cocky youngster, but mature through life experience.
I had a lot of people praying for me when I broke my leg and I was going through all the things I was going through. That's basically it. Just take it day by day and just appreciate life.
I definitely watched him mature over the years. To come in the locker room and just be a young kid, and now today is a grown man, and it's sky's the limit for him.
For him to come out and perform the way he has been, I'm and to last. That's the key. You can come out and do it 1 or 2 times, but to actually last and maintain it and go through a whole season, it's remarkable.